Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and for those watching on video, you'll see we're once again back in studio with a live guest right here in my physical presence. It's Steve Shanley from the Municipal Band getting ready for the new season. First off, it's so nice to see you in person.
It's good to be here in person. When you made the offer to do this over Zoom, but said that we could do it in person, I thought, I haven't really done anything fun like this. This is now my new definition of what fun is, to get out of the house, is to drive 20 minutes to the KCCK studio. So.
That's what a pandemic will do to you. Completely reorganize your definition of something fun to do.
Probably an okay thing for someone in his 40s to have something that tame be fun, so I'll call that good.
So the other good news is that there will be a municipal band season. Now, I should say you found ways to make music last year, even though there were no live performances, but this will be a return to some live music.
This will be more what people have been used to the municipal band doing for the past 5 decades. Yes, we did our best to keep the musicians employed and to get Facebook live stream concerts happening so we could remain connected with our audience and providing service to the community. But even for us, we're aware that it's just not the same thing, and that's not what people are used to the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band being. So yes, it was a tricky spring as we were kind of trying to thread the needle and predict what exactly might be allowed and might be comfortable come June, and we waited until about the end of April to decide on we're going to come back. We're going to have concerts on Wednesdays and Sundays. It'll look a little bit different. The band will be smaller. We're going to be rehearsing outdoors. Everything we're going to be doing will be outdoors. But yeah, people can come to concerts. There will be brass and woodwinds and percussion all together. You'll hear all of your favorites. We'll be featuring guest artists. It'll look very similar.
Music will happen.
Music
and we can watch it in person.
We can watch it in person, and we've been talking about all of the upsides, if there are any, to the pandemic. And one is we had been thinking for years it would be nice to have Facebook live capabilities for our concerts, and we just kind of never got around to purchasing the correct equipment and getting the expertise for those services. And now we have it, so our concerts will also be simulcast on Facebook going forward as well.
Oh, very nice. Well, that brings us to week one. So with the regular Wednesday, Sunday schedule, as you said, the configuration of the ensembles will be a little bit different, but tell me what you are planning for the first concert.
Yeah, so week one will be at the History Center on Wednesday, June 9th, and then Beaver Park on Sunday, June 13th. A lot of our performances are going to be at Beaver Park this summer, and one reason is because the band is going to be so spread out, we're not able to fit on that portable band shell, so we were looking for spaces where the band could exist in a parking lot and an audience could gather, and with the dimensions and parking and all of that, Beaver ended up being one of the few places that was going to work. So you'll see us there a lot this summer.
That spot, it's kind of a natural amphitheater.
It is.
Right by the parking lot.
It is. I'm sad. The last time I was there was right after the derecho, and saw all of those trees gone. And that was the first time after the derecho that I actually cried, was being in that Beaver Park area where we play our concerts and just seeing all of those trees down. It was, but we're so it won't be quite as shady, but it still is a great place to set up and enjoy a concert. So we'll be like I said there on Sunday the 13th. And then the History Center on Wednesday, June 9th. There's plenty of parking in that neighboring parkade for the medical pavilion, so free, easy parking there. And we'll open as we usually do with the Iowa Band Law. I think we've got the mayor coming in to guest conduct that one.
Did you have to rearrange that song for a smaller ensemble?
We didn't. So far, the music that I've been looking at is going to work. All of the instruments are still going to be there. There just aren't going to be as many of them. So in theory, it's going to still work. Everything should be covered. I'm sure at some point I'll need to tweak a few things, but for this first week, everything looks like it's going to work okay. And one of the things a lot of people have been asking about, and it was kind of of a nice sort of affirmation that, yes, this is an important part of those concerts, are the weekly soloists. People wanted to know right away, are you still going to have the soloist, the featured soloist with the band? And we are. This first week, we're featuring Randy Grabowski, trumpet professor from the University of Northern Iowa. And one of the caveats, a little behind the scenes for those of you joining us on this program here, is that our rehearsals are going to be outdoors, so those can be rained out just like the performances are rained out. So if our Monday rehearsal gets rained out, then we're doing Wednesday concert with no rehearsal. So that involves picking music that I am pretty sure we're going to be able to get through okay without a rehearsal if we need to, and then also having soloists who are up for the challenge of, yeah, I'll show up and play the concert on Wednesday without a rehearsal. And so I kind of asked, I'm pleased to report, I asked 7 soloists to play for 8 of the full weeks that the band is playing, and gave them this caveat, and all 7 of them are able to do it, and they all said, yep, I'll do the Wednesday concert with no rehearsal.
There is no one more courageous than an Iowa musician.
That's right. And all of these musicians, I believe with the exception of one, have performed with us in the past, so they kind of get the idea. So Randy will be joining us. He's going to play the Gedeke Concert Etude, which is one of those pieces that probably no one knows, but when you hear it, you'll be amazed. It's very cool, very technical, very flashy. And then Leroy Anderson's Trumpeter's Lullaby, which you'll recognize and love. So we've got that. We've got highlights from the Jungle Book for the kids out there. We'll hit the Holst First Suite in E-flat, kind of a warhorse from the concert band repertoire. That's probably the concert band piece, so I thought, after we play that Iowa Band Law with the mayor, what would be the best piece to play as our first time back together? And I think the Holst First Suite in E-flat fits the bill for that. And then also we tried to play some big band jazz music on every concert, so we've got a Duke Ellington medley as well.
That is Wednesday the 9th at the History Center, and then the following Sunday, which is the 13th in Beaver Park, and both concerts at 7:30?
7:30, yep, still at 7:30, and show up and join us, or if you're not able to, check us out on Facebook. A lot of the musicians, families who maybe don't live nearby, or people who love the Municipal Band but have moved to different parts of the country or world, we're just so excited to tune in to those live streams we've been doing for the past year, and I hope they're continuing to support us now that the band is back together.
I remember last year watching those live streams and seeing people checking in from the East Coast, the West Coast, Europe.
It's a cool thing to watch, and sort of you and I know we've got some amazing musicians here in Eastern Iowa. We need to be proud of this, but every once in a while, maybe you wonder, am I just being a homer here? Is it just like because I live here, I want it to be good? And then we get these visitors, and they're like, no, this is as good as you're going to find anywhere. So cool to have that message reinforced.
A return to live music with the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band opening their season on Wednesday, June 9th. And Steve, can you come back every week and give us a little preview of the concerts?
As I said at the beginning, I don't have a whole lot else going on yet on the schedule, so this gives me something to do to get out of the house. I'm sure my family will appreciate it.
We will take advantage of you being bored.
Sounds good.
And again, if people want updates, weather, anything like that, I know that you can follow the band on social media or visit the website. Right?
Yep, website, crmuniband.org, and then on Facebook and Twitter.
All right. Thanks. Steve Shanley from the Cedar Rapids Municipal Band. You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most Thursdays and Fridays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcast app. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.